Hello everyone. Okay, here the subject is the child health nursing subject. Okay, this is for the GNM second year students. In that fourth chapter we are going to discuss. Okay, in that the chapter is the disorders and health problems of a child. In that in this video we are going to discuss about part 3 regarding breath holding spells. Okay, in this what happens means first of all we are going to discuss about diagnosis and management regarding breath holding spells. Okay, here first diagnosis. In previous video we are discussed what is mean by breath holding spell, what are the clinical manifestations, what are the types is there, up to that we are discussed in previous videos. Okay, in this video we know what is the breath holding spells, means breathing will be completely stoppage up to 1 minute. Okay, sometimes there is types is there, cyanotic breath holding spells, pallid breath holding spells. Okay, pallid breath holding spells, these are the types is there. In that types what happens in that sometimes the skin color and breathing and crying is be differentiated in that client. Okay, here the diagnosis is the first of all when the child will be coming to the hospital, he is admitted in the hospital, means as a nurse we have to do the nursing assessment. Okay, in that nursing assessment we have to collect the history from the child. Okay, if the child is able to give information like health information regarding him, means he is able to give, means we have to collect from the child. Okay, regarding what is your problem, why you are coming to the hospital, okay, how many days you are suffering with this problem. Okay, in previous days you are having this problem, or now only in recent only you are having this problem, or you are whether undergone any treatment in previous days. Okay, like that you are asked some questions to the children. Okay, the child will be able to give some type of answers to your questions, means you are collect information regarding health of your child. Okay, in that we are called as the subjective data. If the child will not give any information regarding him, why? Because the child having some type of illness, okay, or the child will be very younger child. Okay, the time we go for the another word, that is the objective data. Okay, in that objective data what is there, means the mother or the parents or the family members will give some type of information regarding child. Okay, what is that information, means my child is taking difficulty in breathing. Okay, sometimes the mother complaint like breathing will be stoppage up to 1 minute, or sometimes the mother will give some information regarding skin color will be changed, sometimes red color or blue color or purple color, like that the mother will complain to the nurse. Okay, sometimes the mother will give information regarding the child will be severely crying, or sometimes the child should not having any crying, but the breathing will be increased, the heart rate will be increased, like that some of the complaints will give to the nurse by the mother regarding client. Okay, here we are listening carefully, what is the problem, why the problem will be arise. Okay, what is the reason, carefully as a nurse we have to listen which is given by the mother. Okay, after that we have to go for the history collection, like reason, what is the reason why the child will have this type of problem. Okay, as a nurse you have to identify reason of a disease condition. Here what happens means the mother having some type of punishment to the children. Okay, some type of punishment to the children, then only the child having this type of breath holding spells disease condition. Or we have to ask duration. Okay, how many days you are suffering with this problem, or how many times the child will have this type of breath holding spells. Okay, like that the questions you have to ask your mother regarding child. Okay, next here you have to start the physical examination. Okay, in this physical examination there is steps is there, no, that is the inspection, palpation, percussion, auscultation. Okay, these are the 4 steps involved in the physical examination. Okay, here in this first one is the inspection. Okay, in inspection what we are doing means through the eyes. Okay, but with the help of vision we have to identify the problem of a child. Okay, is there any seizures, means abnormal body movements is there, or is there any body stiffness, okay, in the children who are having this breath hold spells disease condition, the child having the what is that means body stiffness. Okay, is there any problem like that, that will be identified by doing the inspection or visualization of a client. Okay, sometimes the skin color also we are observed by looking of child. Okay, is there any pink color or purple color or pale color? Okay, is there pale color skin means we have to identify the child will have suffering with the pallid breath hold spell. Okay, like that we are differentiate, or the child will have red color in skin or blue color in skin. Okay, like that is there means we have to decide the child will suffering with the cyanotic breath holding spells. Okay, next we go for the another step like palpation. Okay, in that palpation what happens means the breathing pattern should be differentiate, no. Okay, in that breathing pattern like shortness of breath is there, no, who are suffering with the child like cyanotic spell, the breathing means cyanotic spell disease condition, in that breathing should be too hard, too fast. Okay, normal breathing pattern should be increased. When we are palpation of breathing pattern, breathing beats of the client, okay, the breathing pattern should be increased means you are decided the child will be suffering with the cyanotic breath holding spells disease condition. Okay, when we are palpation of breathing pattern of the child, okay, the breathing pattern should be very slow, or that then we have to decide the child will suffering with the pallid breath holding spells disease condition. Okay, next we are going to discuss that is the percussion. It is mainly third step regarding physical examination. It will be mainly useful for the any bodily fluid should be obstructed in the internal organs, or any tumor formation is there, or any hardness, hard masses is there, that will be identified. Okay, here in this auscultation step we have to listening by using stethoscope, we are hearing or listening the body sounds. Okay, especially in this disease condition we have to assess or we have to hear the heart sounds. Okay, in that heart sounds the person who are suffering with the pallid breath holding spells, their heart rate should be slowed down. Okay, that will be identified. Next, these are the steps is there in the diagnosis. Okay, next after doing this type of diagnosis, we are decided the child only suffering with the breath holding spells disease condition. Okay, then we go for the management. Okay, in this management we are discussed in normal disease condition medical management, surgical management is there. Okay, in that medical management we are administer some medications to the child. Okay, by the medicines the child health condition will be improved. Okay, here sometimes the breathing pattern should be reduced or increased. Okay, the heart rate will be increased or decreased is there, means any breathing difficulty is there, means if any cyanosis, bluish discoloration is there, means immediately we have to administer, for maintenance of normal breathing pattern, we have to administer oxygen to the children. Okay, in severe condition of breath holding spells, we have to administration of oxygen for maintenance of normal breathing pattern, for improving the heart rate. Okay, in this disease condition the heart rate will be slow, no? Okay, for improving normal heart function, for improving breathing, normal breathing pattern, we have to administer the oxygen to the children if needed, if necessary. Okay, as a nurse we have to assess the vital signs. Okay, in that vital signs, temperature, there is no body temperature increased. Okay, what is that increased? Means breathing pattern should be increased, pulse rate should be increased, sometimes blood pressure also increased. Okay, as a nurse we have to maintain the normal vital signs. Temperature should be normal, breathing should be normal, next pulse rate should be normal, BP should be controlled. Okay, as a nurse we have to provide care to the children. Next, here there is no exact medications needed for the causes. Means first cause, the child will be by giving some type of punishment by the mother. Okay, when the parents will give some type of punishment or overprotection to the children, the child will be go for the breath holding spells disease condition. Okay, first of all we have to teach mother should not give any overprotection to the children. Okay, there is no punishment to the children. Okay, if you are giving a severe punishment to the children, the child will go for the what is that means breath holding spells. Okay, sometimes the child will have severe crying in their life, the child will go for the seizures. Okay, convulsions, abnormal electrical discharges from the brain. Okay, that's why we are not giving any punishment, severe punishment to the children. Okay, once you are giving a severe punishment to the children, means the children will have the one problem, that is the stoppage in breathing, that leads to the one complication of convulsions. Okay, for prevention of convulsions we are not give any punishment to the children. Okay, how to improve their behavior to the normal? Okay, the type of teaching we have to provide it to the mothers. Okay, next one is the what happens means parents and family members very anxious with attack. Okay, we are giving so much of what is that punishment to the children, that's why the child will have this type of breath holding spells. Okay, like that the mother and family members and parents will have some type of anxious, means what happens to the children. Okay, the child become normal or not. Okay, like that the parents will have some type of anxious behavior regarding children. As a nurse we have to control the anxious nature of the parents by giving some type of psychological support to the parents. Okay, nothing will happen to the children, we are administered oxygen, the child become recovery, like that we have to give some type of psychological support to the parents. Okay, next one is as a nurse we have to correct the precipitating factors. Okay, what is the precipitating factor? Why the child will have this type of problem means that sometimes the mother will give some information regarding the child will go and playing with the siblings. Okay, we are not giving permission to the children, that why the children will severely crying, that why the disease will be arise, like that the mother will give information. Okay, as a nurse you have to talk with logically. Okay, you have to give some permission to playing with the siblings. Okay, when you are giving permission to the children, then the child will be relaxed. Okay, the child will not get any anxious or tension. The child will avoid this type of disease condition like breath holding spells. Okay, the type of information or health education we have to provide it for the parents. Okay, these are the precipitating factors. Sometimes the children will ask some type of toys. Okay, when we are not giving new toys to the children, the child will have some type of frustration or panic behavior. Then the child will go further this type of disease condition like breath holding spells. Okay, as a nurse we have to give health education. As a mother or as a parents, we have to fulfill their basic needs or their likes or dislikes. Okay, sometimes we have to provide new toys to the children, then only the child will relax. Okay, the child did not get any type of breath holding spells. Like that we have to give health education to the parents. Okay, next one is the avoid overprotection. Okay, why the problem will be arise means due to the overprotection. When we are delaying a child, that will also lead one disease condition like breath holding spells. Okay, when we are providing overprotection to the child, that is also one reason for the breath holding spells. Okay, as a parents we have to treat, normalize. Okay, normal protection we have to provide. Okay, should not give any overprotection to the children. Okay, should not go outside, should not go playing with the siblings, or should not jump, should not run. Like that we are always giving negative information to the children. The child should not give any movement. The child will be simply sitting, simply sleeping, or the child will be singing. Okay, when we are creating a nature or environment for playing or for jumping, for running, then the child will be relaxed, the child will be healthy, the child will be improves their knowledge and skills. Okay, next one is should not give any punishment to the children. Okay, when the children will not doing your work or should not following rules and regulations, then you give appropriate punishment which is suitable for the children. Okay, the type of punishment only give to the children. Okay, should not give any severe punishment. Okay, when you are giving severe punishment to the children will getting some type of frustration. When frustration is there, automatically some complications is there. Okay, what are the complications? Fits or convulsions or seizures, or sometimes the breathing should be stopped, sometimes the child will going to get death in severe conditions. Okay, next sometimes repeat attacks means in frequently, in regularly the child having this type of breath holding spells means it leads to the some type of complication in the children. Okay, as a nurse we have to give health education to the children, should not get any severe frustration, or how to reducing frustration or how to reducing anxiety behavior or anxious behavior means by doing some type of exercises. Okay, when the children will do some type of exercises or bodily movement like walking. Okay, when the children will doing some type of walking or meditation or yoga or some body exercises, will relax or will reducing the stress and will reducing the tension in the body. Okay, the child will improve understanding nature, the child will improve their thinking capacity, the child will improve their creativity. Okay, that's why we have to give some type of yoga or medication, okay, or meditation to the children. Okay, how to do yoga or how to do meditation, or what are the best useful exercises to the body that will be done in the home level. Okay, for reducing this type of diseases like breath holding spells. Okay, next sometimes for reducing these we have to give some type of health education by using AV aids. okay, by giving auditory aids or some type of auditory aids, nothing but some music. Okay, sometimes the child will listening music, means the child will be enjoying. Okay, the child will be enjoying. Then when the child will feel music, favorite music, means the child will reduce their stress. Okay, then the disease condition will be reduced. Okay, when we are providing visual aids, okay, visual aids like charts, okay, when we are providing some type of colorful posters, okay, or sometimes we are giving some type such kind of visual aids like ABC chart, okay, or color coding chart, okay, colors for identification of colors like red, green, yellow, white, like that. When we are providing, means okay, the child will be improves their creativity, talent, and reducing their stress. The child will happy. Okay, by observing that color chart, the child will feel happiness. Okay, they should not feel any boring. Okay, the child will happy. Okay, sometimes we are providing the audio visual aids, means when the child will same time listening and observing, okay, like television, some movies or some type of stories. Okay, when the child will enjoying the stories like colorful movies or the colorful stories, when there is listening, means the child will feel reducing their stress, okay, reducing their tension. Okay, then the child will reducing or preventing this breath holding spells. Okay, next as a nurse, we have to improve the calm and quiet environment to the children. Okay, when we are providing comfortable environment to the children, okay, the child will feel happy. Okay, reducing their stress. Okay, this is regarding prevention and management of breath holding spells.